Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Explosion.
Hey! Whoa! Wah, 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 wah.
What was that movie? Ah, there's holograms, yeah, and explosions, and a porno wrestler.
All Slash Gallagher wants is power.
Isn't that what this council exists for, power?
We built the Biodome. We feed the people. We control the party. I send you out to stop him, and you say he's invincible, sir.
I saw Gallagher walk through the flame and gunfire like it was nothing. He killed half my men.
Better luck next time, buddy.
Hologram man.
The guy who played the hero looks like the guy from Suicide Squad Joker. This movie is like a stretched out, stupid story. It's really just there's a bad man, and a good man sends him to jail. And once he's in jail, he's put into a hologram thing, and his body's put in a freezer. And then he gets out, and he does stuff, and good guy tries to stop him, but he gets into hologram stuff. They have a hologram fight. And then the movie ends, and he says everyone should vote.
What are we gonna do now?
Vote.
That's the movie. But the important part is about the movie is all the shitty little things along the way.
I watched it the first time I watched it 2 days ago. And
Oh,
then
wow.
I was like, oh, I gotta watch this movie. And I forgot that I had watched it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of action.
Yes.
But that also felt like kind of a break in the movie.
We don't want to use all our tiny story. Let's have a full-out battle with exploding cars at each interaction the bad guy shows up in. Like, send in an army of guys in trench coats with various weapons. We even have a guy with, like,
Oh yeah.
football stuff on and an 8 on his head. And I'm guessing his name is 8 Ball or something. And they don't introduce him. Like, who's that guy?
I mean, a couple of people look familiar. I saw Jonathan Davis. From
Yeah.
Korn. I saw, some other people. The vice cop in the beginning who,
Oh, and he's been in lots of
improvises.
stuff.
He doesn't do things in the manual. He doesn't even have a manual.
Yeah, like he points, like it's so obvious. It's like, look at my partner. He's a rookie. Look, take out your book. He takes out his like official police information book.
That's not in the manual. What manual? Let's go.
The movie starts with action. Action is happening. There is a
Yeah.
gun battle happening. For some reason, there's a couple of vice cops there, a rookie. It's his first day on the job. Yeah, so I don't know who they were having a gun battle with in the beginning. It was maybe just a bunch of thugs, and they're shooting the cops with like huge, enormous, like handheld cannons, like not like regular guns. They're like blowing like friggin' I don't know, huge holes in these police cars. And so they're killing the cops, and like the detectives are just like bang, bang, bang. It's not doing anything. And so, grizzled veteran old cop pulls out his 50 caliber pistol, and he's like, "Hey, that's not the regulation. You're not supposed to have that."
It's
And he's
exploding
like, "No,
bullets
these."
for the
He
most
shows him
part.
his bullets.
It's pretty much exploding bullets.
They're exploding bullets. So I was like, okay, cool. They're introducing exploding ammunition in this movie. This is going to make some hot action. But when they show him shooting the gun, it has like this pew thing happening.
Yeah.
It's like pew, pew.
Then
And it's like, no, it's enough. It is more than enough that these are exploding bullets. You don't need to have a stupid effect on the gun. You're going too far.
And all he does is blow up cars, which
Yeah, I wanted to see him hit a person with that.
yeah.
My name is Slash Gallagher, leader of the World Liberation Movement, father of the revolution that's gonna make this city great again.
And he talks about a revolution throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know what his revolution is. Like, what's he doing? What's he want to do and
So
change?
because his motive doesn't actually become valid until after he's arrested and detained for like 5 years. Then his whole revolutionary mentality is like, okay, now that makes sense. Because he's like, hey, I gotta kill the governor. The governor's bad. It's like, is he? I don't know. But
I
then
don't
it's like, I gotta kill the corporation. The corporation's bad. It's like, dude, you're just like everybody else, man. You're a dick.
In the way that they paint all this stuff in the movie is that like there's widespread just like destruction and gangs and everything, and there's like a police state and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it just looks like there's a few bad groups and everything's exactly the same.
Yeah, there's like this ecological thing. So the corporation, I guess, they become powerful. I guess they're already big, right? Because they have like the little hologram prison. But then they become even bigger because like power vacuum, the governor's dead. Why don't you just get like a new governor? Nah, we're just going to fill the void because we built this ozone dome. Because apparently the ozone layer's gone.
But that's only referenced
like a
in
dome.
like the news clip though. Like it's like in the background, and
well, it's because the corporation's like jerking themselves off.
And the girlfriend or wife or someone says, "Hey, it's illegal to shut off corporation TV."
With crime and murder rates at an all-time high in the city, corporate president Edward Jameson has increased the police powers of protection and initiated a citywide curfew. And remember, if we all work together, we will all be successful.
You know, it's illegal to turn off the corporation news.
Like, this is not RoboCop.
Oh, yeah. There were so many other things. There were so many other things that they do. There's RoboCop. They did Demolition Man. How many other things did they do in this?
That one movie with...
I mean, they even reference Demolition Man when they're in, like, the holodeck.
So, you gonna stick around?
Nah, I got some paperwork to do. I'm gonna let you play Demolition Man all by your lonesome.
Yeah, he's in the holodeck. He's doing the VR training thing, the very slow VR training.
Yeah.
And it looks just like a holodeck from, like, TNG or something.
Yeah.
So they ripped that off.
It looks
and he's
just like...
I'm going to shoot these bad guys, one bullet. Yeah.
There's a movie with Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. I don't know if it's before or after this, but Russell Crowe is like a bad guy who's sucked in computer. It's the same idea. And then now he's like this electronic thing that can go to any computer, and Denzel Washington has to kill him. So that's another movie too. I forgot what it's called. I don't remember. It wasn't good. But they have a standoff in the highway, like in the street, with...
Oh, yeah. The bad guy after his porno scene.
Oh, yeah. After...
like,
that's
he
pornography.
like carjacks like a bus, a city bus with all these old people. And I'm like, this whole scene looks like a made-for-TV movie because they keep cutting to like the old people's like bad acting of like being scared.
Oh, the bus.
And it's like, who cares about these people?
I hated everyone in the bus. Like every single...
Yeah, and why did he even take a bus? They have vehicles.
But all these
normal
extras on the bus were just... Like, they're just going on a city bus somewhere and whatever. But, like, they're stuck on there, and this guy had stolen the bus. And they're just all super feeble, like, oh, no, we're dying. Not terrified.
Yeah.
But, like...
He, like, purposely drives through, like, a bus stop to, like, try to kill people. And they're all just, like, old and letting it happen because they're scared.
And they show this guy's uniform, like, his outfit. It's all, like a wrestler outfit. He has, like, ski boots or some shit on. And like weird.
Oh, those are motorcycle boots, man.
All right.
He had like motocross boots on.
Yeah, like.
I wrote that down. I was like, why is he wearing motocross boots? I've never seen him once ride a motorcycle. He's driving a bus.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, do they think that they just look cool? It's the 90s. He has this plot on the governor. He's got a kid, you know, he's got to take the governor. Huge gun battle ensues. They're, you know, chasing, driving around, you know. Governor was like, I'm not going to take an alternate route. I don't care. We're not going to let the bad guys dictate where I drive. Because they told the governor, they're like, hey, man, you want to maybe drive a different way to work today? Because they said that they're going to get you today.
Governor, excuse me, sir, but we should at least reroute the motorcade.
No. Either I run the show or the thugs run the show. That's why you're here to protect me, right?
I feel like we're missing scenes, too, because there's a big shootout. And it's this blonde lady who's killed by Hero Man, or the cops.
Oh yeah, that was the lady that what's his name was with in the porno scene.
But still, like, who is this person to him? Because she's killed.
It's like his girlfriend and his number 2. And then that was when they, I guess, replaced her with like 8-Ball guy. I don't know.
I don't know, but she's killed, and he's like, no.
No!
Good guy meets him for the first time. Okay, it's the first time he's ever seen him. He's new. He's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Which is important.
Which I don't know how he's a vice cop if he's like a rookie. Shouldn't he have been like a regular cop at some point for a while?
Yeah, and like when is he
like
get
promoted
time
to
to
that?
like, grow his hair out that long? He should have like regulation haircut
Yeah.
for a cop. And then as
Yeah.
he's more vicey, then he gets to grow his hair out just to blend in.
Yeah.
And
No, they let him get through the academy that way, I guess. I don't know. The corporate academy.
to me, this was important because, well, he kills, or he beats bad guy, and bad guy is sent to this thing where they put his whatever his, it's not a soul, but his like consciousness into a computer basically. And when they call him later, 5 years later, when they call him 5 years later to like see him off and like for some sort of parole bullshit, it's like, you're the biggest expert on bad guy. It's like, no, he's not. He met him one day. One day, like he met him for like 20 minutes, and now the guy's in like techno prison.
Yeah.
And now this guy's the expert on him. They've never met. They've barely met. Which got me thinking, if I'm now just a consciousness in a computer, like, is that bad? Does that feel bad? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, wouldn't it be better than to like be in a hard ass prison where like you get beat up or fucked or whatever's gonna happen to you? It would almost be like, hey, we're just gonna shut you off for a while and wake you up, and you're like, where the fuck? Where am I?
Yeah. I mean, does it feel like sleeping or something? Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It seems like it'd be better than jail. I feel like it's better than jail.
I mean, do they know? Do
Yeah.
they know what's happening while they're in there?
And it's like reprogramming. So if you're a computer program, can't they just make you do whatever? Like, oh, you speak Spanish now, or whatever they want to do, right? Because the guy before him,
pretty much, yeah.
The guy before him was like, hey,
like the Matrix.
Yeah, the guy before him was like, hey, I've learned a lot, and I want to get out there and sweep those floors or those streets. Yeah, go America.
Make a statement, prisoner 66443.
I know in my heart what I did was wrong. I feel remorse. Now I just want to serve society.
Judge?
Biopersonal reprogramming completed with minor irregularities. Recommend immediate release.
They freed him by causing like a power surge. And so like they put all this power inside of the hologram, not the projector, but the projection. So it basically turned the bad guy's, hologram into like pure energy, which like contained like his mind and soul and everything.
Yeah.
And then it also gave him superpowers because he's got lightning hands, like in your picture there.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, you can't hurt me. And they try to shoot him. And it's like, nope, they're just going through him. He's laughing.
But he escapes, and they keep trying to shoot him.
What else happened in this movie?
What else happened? Exactly. Oh, eventually he
goes back to his headquarters, and
then
the
guy who was
the
mole was like, we can give you any skin you want.
I have 160 IQ. Watch.
I'm a genius. And they make the thing where it's like, we're going to recreate your skin and everything about you through this goo stuff.
Yeah.
Which
gives him his hair, his stupid face, all of it. I mean, the explosions, though, there were so many explosions.
Yeah.
They had future cars that were like driving through buildings and other cars and blowing them up.
Yeah.
It was great.
The guy who ran everything, the big boss man, was like, hey, hero guy, you have to stop him. You can't stop him. He's an invincible computer machine.
Yeah.
And he was mad at him. He couldn't do the impossible. He just couldn't do it.
And he's like, can you just assign somebody else? I don't think I can do this. And he's like, no, you have to do this. Maybe he was just a fucking Alva to the fucking CEO guy. Where he's like, no, you have to do this. Because I'm your boss. And if you don't do it, I will fire you.
That's right, Alva. It's a horrible, horrible job. Sifting through old contract after old contract. I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
Find the file, Alva. Alva, find the file. Where's the file?
Another impossible task, that bastard.
A fool's errand.
Is California a state still? If they don't have a governor and the corporation is California Corporation, are they separate from the United States of A?
I have no idea. I imagine a corporation is above all that.
Corporations are bad. Watch RoboCop.
And there's a part happen that makes me so annoyed. It happened twice in this movie where the hologram people were like, I'm going to go and kill this guy as this guy because they can look however they want. And they have a face under a face. They rip off one face. It's like, what? Just have one face. Have just one face. Why do you have two? That's like, if you want to go undercover, like that guy goes undercover as good guy. It's like, hey, good guy, what's going on? And you shoot the guy. I thought, ooh, there's going to be a thing where a good guy is going to be hunted by the police too because they framed him. Awesome. Very good.
Face off.
Yeah, it's face off. Exactly. Cool. I like it. And it's like, no, he just did it to be a dick for like 2 minutes so the guy wouldn't suspect it. He could have killed him anyways. He didn't have to.
Well, I think they were doing that as like a disguise to like get in.
Maybe. Building. All right. I can.
Like the CEO guy's like, what the fuck are you doing in here? And he's like, nothing. And like throws that guy off a balcony onto his ass. His ass goes through the glass table. It's like, huh.
There's so many scenes where someone falls on a table. It's like a wrestling match.
I'm surprised they weren't like hitting each other with chairs and ladders and stuff.
Yeah. That's really like the wrestling move. But this guy, I want to find this guy is with the lightning hand because I wonder if he's a wrestler or something.
He certainly yells and screams like one.
He does. And he's like tries to do like monologuing a lot and tries to be one of these like,
well, he's their eccentric, crazy, maniacal leader. He's got to have monologues. He's got to show off for the people that better be entertained or else.
Where
he's like, the little drone thing swoops down. It's like, hey, you're a bad guy, stay where you are until the police arrive. And he starts doing this thing where he's like, oh, I'm playing baseball. And he's like reenacting like announcer voices.
Bottom of the ninth, the bases are loaded. Slash Gallagher is at the plate. With awed silence hushes over the crowd. Here's the pitch.
If we all work together, we can all be successful.
Which, if you think about his revolution and the corporation, they're both really bad. That's why at the very end,
they're all bad.
That's why at the very end, like when good guy, like does all the shit he has to do for the movie, and it's like, what are you gonna do now? Because he's just a hologram now. It's like, I'm gonna vote.
Yeah,
vote. It's like, ugh, that's the dumbest ending line, and like, that's all you really could do because the corporation sucks. And fucking the revolution.
He is straight up. He assassinated the guy. He killed him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take over everything. Like, all right, you're dead. Blow up limo through power.
He's basically like a god now.
But then
he's basically a god now. He is such an arrogant dick. He tells God that he's like, hey, good job. You're my main security guy from now on. You have to do that. And I'm just gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna give up my power. I'm Hitler. And he's like, okay. And he just like reaches in his car door and like does something and explodes the car.
But he kills like future Hitler and nobody does anything.
Yeah,
Like,
the cops were there.
The cops are right there. It's like, oh, looks like the hologram blew up future Hitler. Let's go back to our daily life.
Who's gonna pay us?
I don't know yet. That's your leader. Regardless if he's good or bad, you were on board with all this corporation shit, and there's your leader being.
They were.
No one does anything.
Yeah, they didn't do anything about it.
No.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Love it.
And then, the bad guy goes back to get his body. That's what confused me too. You are an electric hologram god, and you want your body that can be destroyed? Why?
I don't know. Why? It's like, does he want to go back into his body? I mean, he's got everything. He's got superpowers.
I can understand.
Can have his fake skin so he can bang. And it's like, dude, what else do you want? Why do you want your body? And then, of course, like the hero cop, he as I said earlier, he read his file. And he's like, he's going to want his body back tonight.
Yes.
Not any other night. It's right now is when he's going
June
back.
June 24th, he'll want his body back. And then he's clever. He shoots the body.
Yeah, to piss him off.
Yeah, like you can't get your body back. Fuck you. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And if good guy was smart, going back to the end scene where he kills future Hitler, if he was smart, he would take future Hitler's body and then rule in a better way, you know? Like, oh, I'll be better, and like take the power and do better things. That'd be a better ending than just fucking voting.
Vote.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Shit.
They should have called me up.
I wonder if he thought of that like after he went through with it, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
damn.
I should have ended it that way. Ah, fuck, it's done now. The hero guy is being yelled at by future Hitler. And he's like, and he's like, you better get him. And then he peels off part of his face. That I gotta say, like, his whole body is created by his wife or the doctor, whoever the fuck it is. I don't know if it's two people, one person. But it's like peeling off part of his skin so light comes out. He's like, you listen to me. And this lady who's making this full
because the corporate guy was threatening him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was going to fire him
the
or something.
The corporate guy was like, I'm going to have you killed. No, he said he was actually going to have him executed.
You have failed me at every turn. I should have you executed for incompetence bordering on treason.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're an arrogant dick, Mr. Corporate Guy. And he's like, well, I'm going to fucking have you killed now. And he's like, he peels off part of his cheek. And he's like, yeah, no, you're not.
But when I saw that, I was so mad at the hero guy because his wife or doctor, whoever it is, made like a life-size sculpture of his entire body, like photorealistic, you know? She's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
Like she recreated every wrinkle and hair in his body.
Yeah, all of his stubble, you know. His exact circumcision scar, everything was dead on. She got it.
Everything. And he ruined her awesome job by fucking like just, oh, look, I'm electro thing. You could shoot electro stuff without showing people. But that woman did so much. Like the other guy just used like science like in a crazy lab to make the body for a bad guy. But like the other one was like makeup that was gooey, and then she sculpted it and looks like, imagine if you tried to do that for a person, it'd be like a Picasso person, you know? It'd look crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. And
I don't get it. I thought she was a scientist, and she turned out to be like the greatest artist ever.
And then after he makes the skin, they had sex. They have electro sex. And all
and he's like giving her little jolts inside of her giant. Yeah.
Did she make like his penis larger maybe? Like, oh, we're gonna get it on. I want to make it big.
No, it just sort of wraps around it just sort of wraps around what's there. But I guess that would mean that you have to be hard like all the time.
Well, no, it didn't
Because
do
does
that
it stretch?
because
Is it pliable? Can
No.
a hologram get an erection?
I don't think that's true of what you're saying, because the hologram, if you look at him, it's like a white
Oh yeah,
white
he's got
suit.
spandex.
Right. So you don't see any of that shit. So how would
So
the penis even operate?
Oh no, who would want to be a hologram? Screw that.
How would it even operate if it's just like basically a dildo attached to a skin suit?
Well, he's got hologram clothes. Maybe he can take them off. I don't know.
No, I think he's stuck how he is. Because otherwise he would have changed out of his leotard.
Oh.
Ah, gross and weird.
This movie's making me think more than it should.
I know. But this movie was meh. I wouldn't recommend people watch it because stuff happens and it ends. And
I watched it twice.
And you
it was
forget
better than fucking Dr. Jekyll and Ms. Hyde.
Well, everything's better than that.
Hated that movie. Sweet.
All right, everybody. Well, this was Hologram Man from 1995. So it happened.
Yeah.
And
The
so
message at the end of the story was vote.
Get out and vote.
Vote.